Greetings everyone, hello and welcome back to Winterborn in Frostpunk Endless Extreme as we continue onwards on our way to the second storm now. By now all the scout teams are returning. We still have the steam lorry up there that I would like to scout real quick and then we return them too. Also my other scout team is bringing in survivors, primarily children and workers. We need to also prepare for these guys. We're building right now researching right now the industrial hothouse. That's something we're going to need actually for the increased food consumption that we're going to have soon. And I would actually like to continue now with my city expansion into this area. So we've already laid out the street for it. And we can just happily now also go ahead and build us the next upgrades. For this, unfortunately, I will need to get rid of the house there again. We get the resources back. A smaller mistake, right? I wanted to get another hothouse in here. So let's go ahead and build those houses. And we're going to build, over here then. So once this one is gone, which should happen actually rather quickly, we will be able to do this. Storm is on the horizon, on its way now. Scout team number 2, as expected, steam cores. Perfect. The generators were built thanks to steam lorries like this and their ability to haul cargo over the frozen landscape. It's a shame it can't be repaired. And with that, we do get, 2 steam cores and 56 steel. Let's get those people home. 24 hours, this should be enough. Though it's going to be close. And on the other hand, also here now, my other scout team is coming in 3 hours. Can we do another evening prayer? I would not like to do this. 20 food rations is a lot. The death of overwork happened, and with that we lose a lot of hope actually. An adult died. Really? That much hope is lost? Let's activate the evening prayer. Otherwise I would trigger an ultimatum. And hope ultimatums are the worst of their kind. So house is gone, and with that, let's go another hothouse here. Right, that's the third and probably the last hothouse for a very long time, because we are going to upgrade them from now on, and that is then also the total space that I will need. And with that, we can now calculate in some more houses here, right? And we need to get rid of these guys here, so that's 10 people, and then there's coming 30. Yeah, we need 4 houses at the least, right? 4. That's a pretty steep cost. So let's make a block of houses here. And the reason for that is I want to keep this area here for a second infirmary then available, right, in the center. Lots of construction, going to take all day. And in 30 minutes, more people come in that hopefully help us with that. Poof, there it is. Lots of survivors come in. We're bumping it up then, and also lots of steel and wood, right? And with that, we're at 152 survivors now in total. With that, we will definitely be red on the food, right? Not a good timing on this. But when is a good timing, really? The raw food will help us a bit, right? With the raw food, we will be able to cook a bit more food. That's important. Lots of sick. Lots of sick. Let's actually build the next infirmary now, right? So we can build it just behind the other infirmary. Let's just see how we can do it, though. Probably like this, so I can have a third infirmary here later on, right? Because we definitely will need to work with a couple of them. Let's build the next infirmary then here. And this is all being then heated as well, of course. I'm not going for the House of Healing, sorry. We don't want that. Come on, build that. We don't have any engineers. Oh, and I'm still having the overdrive working. That's not good. We have lots of engineers. Not really. Where's my engineers other than the steam shop? Yeah, we only still have 26. 10 of them are working in the infirmary. 10 are working here. And I'm still missing 4 engineers. I will not address the long hours of toil. There is one. Still. In the hothouse we have 3 working. We can primarily have kids in there now. Right, and with that we have a whole bunch of engineers ready for a third workshop then as well. Or, the second infirmary that we're building right now. Just on time for the storm, really. Super nice that we have the next infirmary going. This will be a big help. Also, we're capping on coal, so this is also nice for us. A third gathering post is now realistic here. We really need to finish those constructions here. Industrial hothouse has been researched. That's a major bump in food production then after the storm. Next up on my research, there's not that many options anymore. Infirmary mechanization is amazing because it basically halves the employed engineers of the infirmary. We have more engineers available again. Let's just check it out how my heating is. Yeah, we are going to have that heating working through the storm. So I would like to go for infirmary mechanization. With that, we have more engineers available than ever. House finished. Let's activate the steam hub. And this area is now also being permanently heated. Next hothouse is ready. 10 people, 10 kids that is. And yeah, for the next day, we need to bump it up on the food production. So I'm going all in then on food, right? For the next day, we got 3 hothouses working as much as possible. And also that cookhouse needs to have an extended shift. We need to get that food. Really? Construction takes forever. What is going on? These people take way too many breaks. Another sermon. And by the way, let's also disband the scouts. Right, that's another 40 wood and another 5 people that we have here working. There's the next infirmary ready. Very good. That's going to be super nice. 2 infirmaries are very powerful. That's up to 40 people we can now treat. And also all 4 houses are finished. I think we still need another one, right? Yes, we still need another house though. There you go. And with that we can get rid of this house. Day 25 it is, and yeah, negative 70 degrees upon us. And with that we need to raise the steam level now to level 3 permanently. Leads to 300% coal consumption, up from 200. That's going to be hurting. Storm is closing in, so is the last scout team. With 4 steam cores, by the way. That's pretty nice for us. Yeah, lots of sick there, so the hothouses are not working full. There's the scouts with lots of materials. I mean, really, we are wasting a lot of coal there, unfortunately. It's not super severe. Lots of steel and wood, and the steam cores. That's also nice. Let's disband them. Last house is being finished. There it is, negative 70 degrees. It's getting now cold. Let's increase the steam level to 3. Coal-wise, I will need to build also my next gathering post in here. That is unfortunately... Nah, it's actually in range of everything here. Yeah. Off the shrine, off the steam hub, off the field kitchen, right? So this is really a nice area there. And that generator is now emitting a lot of heat. Next house has been finished. With that, we don't need these guys here anymore. So I can dismantle that house. And with that, I can also put the steam hub here only on work mode now, right? So it does not need to heat during the night. And this saves us a lot of coal again, in addition. Just to be absolutely safe. And since we have the resources, let's build some 2 more. Let's make it 3 more resource depots now. I really want to stockpile now resources. Because don't forget, this is only the second storm. There's way more, and we are also seeing, 100 degrees negative then at some point. And I need the resources for that. Yeah, sickness is absolutely fine now. That infirmary is pumping. Also fully staffed the public house. Unfortunately, the public house is still not heated. Yeah. I could have it here. I could have that public house now heated. Let's dismantle it and build it again. Just somewhere else. In the heated area. Brightening patient. Yeah, let him die. An amputee I would need to feed through the nights. And then that person actually gives me organs. And with that, a boost to my healthcare. And there it is. He died. And it was his choice. Nah. We must make sacrifices. A bit of hope we lose, but we have plenty of hope. There it is, infirmary mechanization. And with that, we get plenty of engineers back. That's 5 of them, and that's exactly what we need for a workshop. Perfect. Next up on my list is probably, yeah. Difference engine. tier 4 research. Let's go ahead and do this. I can actually bump it up on my steam sawmill for today. Tomorrow it won't work, so today it's fine. Anything else I did forget? I hope not. I so hope not. Yeah, the workshop we can actually really have out there, right? So instead of the house that is going away now, we can then have the workshop here. Cold homes, I won't address this. It's getting colder, guys, so I'm certainly not going to promise this. Food is fine. We have produced so much food today. This will last us through the storm for sure. Very good. The next resource depots are out, so I'm going to put one into coal right away. We can house more of that. Then we are also going to have with... let's actually go for raw food instead of food rations, I think. Nah, let's go for food rations. And resource depot number 3, I would like to go with also coal, so that we can stack up even more coal then in the future. The next gathering post is ready. Yeah, let's staff it. We have 4 gathering posts then ready to really utilize that coal thumper. Look at that, there's 1,600 coal waiting already to be gathered, so this is quite nice. Now, public house, please. Yes, we can have it finally heated. Right over here. Right, and let's have a road then here as an entrance point there, more or less. But finally, a heated public house is great for the storm as well, because it can then work through the storm as well. And there it is. Not that we need a heater for that, I think. Alright, once again, the second storm is upon us. With that, everything is closing in now. It's only going to be one temperature drop though, to negative 80. So we had this already. Negative 80 we haven't had yet before, right? Do we? Not entirely sure now. The hothouses will certainly not work anymore. So let's actually turn them off right now. It's useless. I'm also going to turn off the steam sawmill. That's as much wood as we have now. Steam level 3 is active, and with that, there you go. The second storm. Negative 80. It is now cold in the bunkhouses, right? The houses up here have it chilly at least. I was not able to provide houses for everyone. We could actually do this now still. Sign a few more, right? So there you go. 3 more houses. It helps. Everything helps. And the rest will then be the infirmaries taken care of. There's the next house. There's the next house. And there we have the next house. I won't address this, as always. Long hours of toil. Food-wise, also the cookhouse we can turn off. With that, we don't need the heating. Infirmaries are fine with that now. The workshops can continue. Let's actually heat them to get that additional research out. We still have a positive supply there on the coal, and the difference engine is now coming out. Yeah, the problem is we don't have any wood. So I might actually, just for today, let the steam sawmill work. We have enough healing rate, so I can afford this right now. I would like to get more wood out, right? Difference engine, tier 4 technologies unlocked with that. And with that, a whole bunch. We can get another scout team out. I think this would be my goal for the next one. Infirmary checklist, we can heal 15% faster, and house redesign, houses cost less. Yeah, that's also something to consider. But I think it is actually the additional scouts that I would like to get. So for that we need a bit more wood. 50. There it is. And with that we can have additional scouts now working for us. Yeah, let's have the sawmill working for another 2 hours to get really as much wood out there as possible. Those gathering posts are working. We can actually activate the heating for them, so it's livable in them, right? Further reducing then their sickness rate, because it's primarily kids that are working in these guys here. And actually, it's livable in the steam steelworks as well, which is great. We got a very good working condition there in my coal industry. Not so much in the steam sawmill, but that's okay. A few sick we can afford. Now, first night, let's activate the overdrive. This will greatly increase temperature now to comfortable in the houses and to livable in the bunkhouses. And this leads to a reduction in discontent as well, even during the storm. That's nice. Food, I'm not going with the evening prayers. We need the food, unfortunately. But I will activate the sermon once ready. There it is. To get me a bit more hope. Sickness is piling up now, as expected. But we got 2 very high efficient running infirmaries. That should do the trick. 33 sick, that's actually not so bad. Next day, let's turn off the overdrive again. People continue to work. And also, once again, let's have them work in the steam sawmill. Only 3 people got sick out of this, right? So that's actually something nice. And with that, we get the wood in today. Also, that building has been disabled, so we can actually go ahead now and build us that next workshop here. Into that steam hub and into that shrine. So this workshop here gets fully boosted. And also the field kitchen is heating it. Workshop number 3, because we are going to need a bit more workforce for even more research. I'm actually really happy how it looks right now. 3 scout teams will scatter out after that storm. The sick are being treated right now. And there's lots of wood coming in. That's also important. Additional scouts we have. 3 scout teams we have with that. Next on my research list. Infirmary checklist is not so bad, even though it's not super necessary. We might go for the next generator efficiency upgrade, further reducing my coal consumption. And I think we're going with that. 50 wood it is. The rest of the wood that we actually pile up now is then for scout teams, right? Next night, let's activate the overdrive once more. We can afford it. Further reducing discontent and also sickness rate. And look at that city. It's beautiful. I love it. Steampunk at its finest. -80 outside. Very warm inside. People are having a good life right now, I think. Despite the circumstances, of course. Next workshop ready. Let's assign 5 engineers. I don't think we need the heater, but we'll see. And in there, we will also then continue with the research now faster than ever. 3 workshops fully working and 2 infirmaries fully working, even though we did not find more engineers. So that's also quite nice, I think. Last night, then the storm is over again. The second storm. Sick are piling up as expected. And there it's over. Second storm. Temperatures increase again. So I think 50. I can deactivate the overdrive. And we can happily continue. Especially also now with the second steam sawmill again. Let's staff it. And I don't think we need that many gathering posts. Let's also reduce it to steam level 2. And get those 7 workers over here to that steam sawmill now. Because we really want that. The last storm covered all the furnaces with a thick layer of ice, causing a dramatic fall in the efficiency of steel production facilities in the city. All steelworks will be 70% less efficient. Yeah, that's hurting us for sure. 70% less steel production now in the time to the next storm. We have a lot of steel stockpiled, lucky us, but it's certainly hurting us. We will probably use also the second iron ore deposit now then in the future as well. That's the next hazard. Alright. Alright. Let's activate the hothouses again. Let's get the city back to life. Do we need the heaters? Not really. Right? Not really. I mean, coal is really fine, so let's keep it active for some. We also will not need the heaters for the workshops. Absolutely not. And I don't think we need it for the infirmaries. Absolutely not. For the sawmills, I will definitely use it. And yeah. We need now workers. Where are they? Let's just see. I think we could actually tone it down on the gathering post here. So let's turn off one gathering post and reassign the kids to that. And get the first scout team out. Let's have a look. We got the hot springs and the dreadnoughts back again, right? And then we got now 4 points of interest. Shipwreck camp, ice obelisk, stone obelisk. Let's go for the camp. That's my first one. I need a few more workers now. We don't need that much timber production, honestly. So let's actually turn off both of them and get us the next scout team out. That is going for the complete opposite direction, ice obelisk. And once I have 40 wood, we are actually going to have the next working. Let's assign those 5 over. And get us... What? Wait a second. Yeah. Get us those out as well to the overturned sled. 3 scout teams with 50% increased speed. Going out there now, starting to really explore the world around us. I hope we can get almost all the points now that we're going to need, right? And the children's mine is actually another camp now, settlement. And the shipwreck camp is actually also a settlement. So, do we want to start with the settlements? That's the big question. No, let's go for stone obelisk for now. Settlements are tricky, so I don't wanna... I won't postpone the unlocking of them. Let's activate the cookhouse again. For this, I'm actually going to use some heating. Long hours of toil. Food is really fine now. Generator efficiency upgrade, that's massive. We don't have enough wood actually for research right now. Assign those 5 to the steam sawmill. We need more wood. Yeah, a bit more wood at the end of the day. So we can start with the next research. We don't really need that wood for anything else right now. The last research would take me 150. The factory is of course something that I would like to eye soon, but I would still like to get that achievement going that we don't have any automatons before day 70, I think. So this is a pretty nice achievement and I want to get it. So in this case, let's just work on that too. Now for research, it's getting a bit tricky. Advanced steelworks, it's probably going to be. Or advanced heaters. Nah. Let's go for even more steel production. Yeah. Also got the resource depot upgrade for more storage. Let's go for this. It's a smaller one right now. We are capped on steel anyway. Let's go for that resource upgrade here so we can store more things in that. 50 hungry people. But we have the food. Let's also activate the sermon. And you know what? Let's activate the evening prayers too. We can afford it. Day 29 it is. We remain at -50, but we're going to get the permanent -60 degrees now coming in. Right, so for that we also need to prepare, of course. And there is now the next day. Ice obelisk, nothing of value. Children's mine, fissured rock. Go for the frozen lake. And leave the children alone right now in their mine. Overturned sled. We found a couple of crushed frozen bodies. One was under a sled and another pinned by the steel load it was carrying. A bit of steel. Stone arch. I think we actually have, you know, we don't need that infirmary here working right now. So let's reassign all the engineers to that workshop. Or that bump in research. And with that, we finish the upgrade actually in 2 hours already. And can start on the next one. And there it is, resource depot upgrade. More resources we can store now in those here. So that's, for example, 1,350 coal now in addition out of the resource there. Perfect. Next up on my list, the insulations are nice, of course, because it's getting continuously colder. Let's have it for the hot houses. With the heater, we're looking at still comfortable temperature, but you know, we're going to actually get 3 temperature drops now to -80 then. And this will be a lasting effect, so we definitely need to work on those. Also, whenever we have some time, let's continue with the housing upgrade. So let's have some 4 more upgrades here now that we can work. And there's one engineer off work right now, and he's going to build it. He's going to have the time of his life there. Stone obelisk, there is nothing. And we continue to the round rock. Please give me survivors a bit faster this time. We want to grow. Tricky. Alright, so far so good. Second storm survived, and we continue onwards on a search for survivors. Probably relics soon as well, but most importantly, a strong economy. Stay tuned.